Good morning. Today I want to share 1 John 4, verse 4, which says, "You are from God, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is He who is in you than he who is in the world." I love that this verse referred to us as little children, because I'm now working with little children, and I was able to see some comparisons and some similarities between us being little children and an actual little child. The first is that little children aren't very strong. I mean, they sure can seem like it at times and may surprise us by what they can do, but they know there are certain things they just cannot do, and they'll usually come to an adult for help. That will give you that thing that they just can't get apart, and they want your help. And as a little child of God's, we can go to Him with anything and know that He's going to help us. We don't have to struggle with it anymore. He wants to help us. And we need to have that determination and perseverance, because these kids, man, they want something and they're going to keep going after it. And we should be that same way. Don't let a failure stop you from pushing on, going forward. Keep going. If you know, I really messed up and I need to ask for forgiveness or be forgiven, we know we can go to God, we can ask for forgiveness, we can go to another person and seek forgiveness, but then we can keep going and striving and trying to achieve what God has told us He wants us to do, because He's right there to help. And the other one was, kids fall down a lot, but most of the time they jump right back up, especially if you're like, "You're okay," they'll just jump back up and keep going. Sometimes, yes, they'll fall, they'll get hurt. They need, put your arms around them and comfort them and encourage them. But then you put them back down and they're off and running again, as if nothing happened. And that's the way we should be in life. We are going to mess up. We're going to fall down because we're human. But we should be able to jump back up and keep going, knowing, you know what? That's not going to stop me. God is with me. God's forgiven me. I can keep going. And there are times life gets hard, and we need to be comforted, and we need that encouragement. And God is so good at encouraging us and comforting us and supplying, putting other people in our life who can encourage and comfort us. But instead of plopping down and saying, "I'm not going to go anywhere because I don't want to fall again. I might get hurt again. I don't want that." Get back up and get moving. Get out there. Keep going. Because you are a child of God. And these, in this verse it says, we have overcome them. And in the verses before that talked about these spirits that are in the world. And some are from God and some are not from God. And we should be able to recognize, you know what, hey, this isn't true. This is a lie from the enemy. This is what the Bible says, and this is true, and that's what I'm going to believe, and that's what I'm going to follow. So when you are a child of God, you are His, and He's already overcome Satan and death. So as a child of God, you're on the winning side. You're on His team. He's there to always help you and protect you. So you don't need to believe these lies that say you're not enough. You're not good enough. You're a failure. You can say, you know what? God has already forgiven me for that. I'm on the winning side. He has overcome, and so have I. So I just want to encourage you, keep going forward. Keep persevering and moving forward. Don't let defeat stop you. Don't let fear stop you. Get up, keep going forward, and know that as a child of God, He is always going to be there to help you, and you can do it. God bless.